Hello guys, my name is Fleur and you are watching Fleur Lecon podcast. Today we will be talking about losing yourself. Now, I already did this podcast once before, but it ran a little too long, so I cut it down and I got right to the point. So with that being said, let's go. So, as humans, we go through the same challenges and problems, but in different situations and at different times than others. Everyone is on the same progression system, but your journey is specific to you. We go through these problems to learn and advance. So let's talk about a universal challenge that we all face: losing yourself. Now, everyone loses themselves at one point or another in their lives, and even though we all go through it, only a small portion of us actually reach self-discovery. So in this video, I'm going to be going through the 3 phases of losing yourself by giving 3 different examples of 3 different characters that have gone through each one of those phases. If you haven't noticed, I love doing things in 3s. So the 3 characters are: 1, the selfless parent; 2, the workaholic provider; and 3, the codependent partner. Okay? And the 3 phases are: 1, uncharted territory; 2, denial; 3, misery. Okay? So the reason why we lose ourselves is that we have not reached or become our true inner self or our highest self. The person that we are in that moment isn't the person that we're meant to be, therefore causing us to be placed in situations that force us to discover just that. Okay, so for the first character, we're going to be talking about the selfless parent. All right, so of course, the first phase of losing yourself is that uncharted territory. So as a selfless parent, of course, this is because you are a new parent. This is a new life as a mother. You have never been a mother before, right? So you are essentially stepping into this new identity. Okay, so the second phase is denial. So you feel that you don't need to put yourself first, right? And every decision that you make is for your child. And you also refuse to buy things for yourself, right? Because you just want to make sure that the child has everything. Okay? So that's the second phase. The third phase, of course, is misery, right? So now that you've created this identity as a mother, which is all fine and well, you have actually lost your identity as an individual, right? You forgot about yourself. You don't really go out anymore. You don't talk to your friends anymore, okay? So that is an example for this selfless parent character, okay? So we're gonna move on to the next character. The next character is the workaholic provider. So, first phase, uncharted territory. So this person has probably just gotten into a new career path. They're making new money, right? Or they've gotten a new title and they want to live up to that title, right? So, of course, this is all new to them. So the second phase, denial. So they believe that they are, or that they can, balance the work and life equally to others' satisfaction, right? But when it comes down to it, they refuse to work less. Okay? And then the third phase is misery. So at this point, this person has no personal relationships outside of work, and they lose those personal connections with people that they were close to. And now they're starting to feel alone. Okay, so that's the second character that I have. So the third character is the codependent partner. Of course, the first phase is uncharted territory, right? So this is a new relationship. Okay, you're just meeting someone for the first time. You're infatuated. You can't get enough of this person, right? That's the first step to losing yourself. The second is denial, right? So your attachment is very strong and it's unhealthy. This is an overly aggressive bond that is mistaken for love. And this person typically refuses to see the red flags, okay? And the third phase is misery. So now this person's realizing, okay, well, my standards were lowered and there are a lot of boundaries that have been crossed, right? So this is when that person's like, okay, I might be in a toxic relationship. Okay, so that is the third character that I have. All right, so let's talk about the common occurrences that happen within all three of these characters. So when you look at all three of the characters and you look at uncharted territory, that first phase of losing yourself, what you notice is every single one of these people are putting all of their energy into that thing, right? So if it's being a mother, they're putting all their energy into being a mom. If it's the workaholic, they're putting all their energy into work. If it's a new relationship, they're putting all their energy in that relationship, right? They're going all in, right? So that's one thing that's common. The second thing that's common in that second phase, that denial, within every single character, there is a refusal of help. They don't want to get help from other people, or they're refusing to help themselves, right? And the third phase, misery, a common occurrence with that is this is where they all start to realize that they're unhappy, and they start to think about, okay, well, I'm stuck. Like I'm kind of stuck and I don't know what to do. Right? So that's just something to give you guys to think about. But in completion of this podcast, we're going to do some critical thinking. So I've given you 3 phases of losing yourself. I've provided 3 examples of 3 different characters. And I want you to think, do any of these characters remind you of anyone? Is it someone that you know? Is it you? Right? Are you most likely operating through one of these phases? If the answer is yes, great. That means you are on your path to grow, okay? And your time to grow is now. So let's get you on that path to self-discovery. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you haven't enrolled for the course, please go to fleurlecon.com and I will see you soon.